Good morning, everybody. I hope you've had a great day. We are going to be doing our live love in separation reading. For those who are new to the channel, please like, follow, share, and put your notifications on. And the reason we ask for your notifications to go on is because you want to be notified when we do go live, and so you can get a reading. You can pop on and watch live, ask some questions. And so with that, let us pick the first card for love and separation. This is a love and separation reading, whether that's a twin flame, whether that's a soulmate, or just a love interest that you are now separated with. Spirit, what is the current energy for this collective? And the current energy is embrace. Through each other, you might find the missing pieces, right? So Spirit's asking us to embrace on what we have. And as we embrace on what we have, some of the things that we don't have are going to probably come in. So let's look at what love energies that we have today within the collective that is in separation. Spirit, give me the love energies, the current love energies that are with the people in the love interest and separation for the collective I'm channeling today. Okay, we've got a few cards here. And so we've got confusion, right? So it seems like the collective is still in a little bit of confusion about what's going on, when is things going to get better, when are they going to connect with their divine counterpart. And so we're trying to figure things out with a conscious mind, and usually that's not a good idea because that's starting to control the situation. But Spirit's saying rejoice is embrace your loving connection and rejoice. So Spirit's saying don't stay in that confusion. Embrace what you have, the connections that you have, whether that's with your pet, with your family, with your friends. There is something that you can embrace and rejoice because that's the vibration that you want. You don't want to be in that confusion, that fear, the anger. That's not the place to be. Respect your relationships, right? And why do you respect those relationships? Because you want to have gratitude for it, right? It's the gratitude, that vibration of gratitude is going to bring in more of what you want. And emotions. Look deep within your emotions, right, to understand where that confusion is coming from, right? You're obviously getting confused about something. Let's find out why. Right? Dig deep into it, and when we dig deep into it, we start to find the cause, and we can start to heal. Right? The key is in this realm is everything is about healing. We've gone through a lot of trauma, especially around childhood time, and we need to heal that, whether that's from this life or past lives, because we keep on repeating it until we heal it. And so now let's go into some more messages around love. Spirit, can you give us some more messages around love on this connection and separation? We got one card that fell to the ground. Okay. Spirit, what else do you want to give us? Okay, so we've got a few cards from this deck, and let's see what they're going to give us. Okay, first one is peace. Right, let's get out of that confusion and into the place of peace. Embrace that peace. There's a magnetic attraction, right? So you and your person are still pulling yourself together. That's that attraction that keeps on coming as you heal. All right, there's a karmic relationship, and that's probably keeping you in confusion. And I've been seeing this a lot, that there's some of you that are in a relationship that you believe is a twin flame. However, it's very toxic, and that's not the twin flame connection. That's a catalyst or false twin flame, right? Brought in as a karmic connection, and even a twin flame is a karmic connection because you have a soul contract within it, but this connection is one that's not meant to stay, but you're going to keep repeating this type of connection over and over again until you wake up and decide to heal. All right, flare, right? You have a strategic partner. That your partner right now is being very strategic about what they're doing. They feel that there's a lot of competition going on right now. They think that they may have to win you over from somebody because you've moved on and you're with somebody else, right? Some of you have a very unhealthy attachment, and I believe it's to that karmic. A lot of divine feminines, and remember, divine feminine is a energy. It is not a gender, and so many of the divine feminines have a codependency, and because they have a codependency, they get addicted to relationships because they feel they're not worthy, and as they don't explore and heal their self-worth issues, they get an unhealthy attachment, which drives away the divine masculine. And the relationship is connecting. So we have a connection card here as well, which is, we've been seeing that a lot, that there's a potential for a reconnection. Let's see what the other cards are telling us for today. Spirit, what else do we have within this twin flame, or within this connection and separation? Give me the rest of the cards. What else do you want to give us, Spirit? Okay. So let's pull the cards out and let's see what we got. So we have open your eyes. If someone shows you who they are, believe it the first time, right? And this is where we go back to that karmic, that false twin flame. Make sure you're using your discernment to see that this is this really truly a true soul connection, or is it not? Let go. If someone leaves you confused, and again, second confusion card, more than comforted, you need to reassess your access to them, right? Put your boundaries up. Maybe this is not your real person. Soulmate. Yes, this person is your soulmate. Your connection is sacred, right? For some of you, this is a soulmate connection. And remember, this is a general reading. So things that are coming up in here may or may not resonate with you, because it may be only specific to a certain few that are listening to this channel. The best way to get your energies, more information from your read, is actually to like, follow, subscribe, and just interact with the channel, because then I start to get some of the energies around what is going on within your connection. Okay, true love. This is the romance of your life, right? And for some of you, that is with the soulmate. Keep the door open. Don't be so focused on the closed door that you don't see the ones that are open for you. And this is one that I advise a lot of people with, that what happens is they start to put boundaries up, and their boundaries are so stiff the doors are closed because they lock the door around their heart, they lock their door around anything happening because they're so close to anything. Because they're like, oh, boundaries, 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 but the boundaries got unhealthy. Always make sure that you balance your boundaries. They're healthy boundaries that leave the opportunities there, but don't allow for the bad behavior. It's tough, and you'll figure it out over time. And distance, the separation you're experiencing is necessary to help the relationship grow. So many, almost everybody here who's watching is on the separation, because this is a love and separation reading. So let's get a few more love energies be within this reading. Spirit, do you have anything else you want to give us for this connection and separation that we are channeling right now? Got one to the floor, and anything else from this? Spirit's not talking on this deck today, so we'll give it. There we go. So let's see what's coming out here. Let's see what the cards have to say. So we have manifesting the one, right? And we're seeing that a lot here, where we've got the connecting, the soulmate, true love. We're manifesting that one. And that one that we are manifesting, this is something that's going to come in with a proposal. And when we say a proposal, that generally means that this is going to come on with some form of a commitment, whether that's being exclusive, whether that's truly dating, or whether it is indeed a proposal, but it's some type of commitment moving you into the right direction. Spirit's also saying healthy space and room to breathe, and that's the distance, and that's the separation, right, that's being spoke over here. However, your person wants to reach out, perhaps for that proposal. Right now, somebody in this relationship is wearing a mask, and it could be you. One of you two is not showing who they truly are, and it's time to embrace whatever you are and be there. And if you are, there'll be some bonding, right? And that bonding means that that relationship is going to get stronger. And so, with that, let's get a few more messages, and then we'll get some messages from the Divine Masculine. So, Spirit, what other messages do you have for people watching this channel right now for the love and separation? What messages do you have for this collective that I am channeling right now in this daily read? Okay, we got a few messages here. Let's bring them out. Okay, I want to call you and hear your voice, right? So we have another one that's saying, I'm going to reach out. So we've got some more synchronicities, some more cards that are saying exactly the same thing. Disagreements. I wish you understood how I feel, right? And they still are stinging a little bit because they don't feel that you understand them. How could you? Because they're wearing a mask. Guilty. I feel pain from the damage I've caused, but they're starting to realize that they have caused some damage and why that there is. Chaser. I don't want to be the chaser anymore, right? And that's the divine feminine, right? Generally the chaser. And you don't want to, so you're moving on. You're going to find that soulmate. Right? Habits. I don't know if we will ever change. And again, that's both divine feminine and divine masculine. I think they're mirroring on this one because neither one knows if the other is going to change, but the divine feminine is starting to move her energy away. And as she does, she becomes much more magnetic. And reflection, being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. Right? And this is something that's needed because the divine masculine, remember, divine masculine is an energy. It is not a gender. So he or she has had time to reflect on, their behaviors, what happened within the relationship, and now they're starting to face what they haven't wanted to face before, and that's why you had to go into separation, because they needed to be triggered enough to realize their own toxic behavior. So now let's get some direct messages from the divine masculine. Let's see what he or she wants to say from their higher self. Spirit, what does the divine masculine want to tell the divine feminine collective? Okay. Any other cards? One more card. If there's one more that wants to come out. Okay. So we got a few messages here. Let's see what he or she has to say about this connection. All right, so right away, you're the first thing on my mind when I wake up in the morning, right? Because your divine masculine really is energetically connected to you, and they can't run away from you if they could try. Why? Because they are connected. He or she lives rent-free, or should I say you live rent-free in his or her head. I run away to avoid problems, right? Another chaser runner, right? Because that's what they do. They get overwhelmed because they've never had these emotions before, and they don't know what to do with it. I ran away because I felt I couldn't live up to your needs and expectations. And that's common too. However, Spirit's telling us this is a destined connection and a divine counterpart, right? So if you had any question, again, this is another twin flame read. We're getting a lot of twin flame reads, and so we're going to get one more set of messages from the divine masculine. Divine masculine, what do you want to tell the divine feminine in this connection? Any other messages from the divine masculine to divine feminine? Okay, so we have a few messages. from the divine masculine to the divine feminine. And let's see what we got. So we have, I didn't want to let you go. I just didn't know where to go with this, right? They wanted you, but they didn't know how to handle you. Do you feel the same as you once did, or have I missed your chance? They know you're moving on. Trying to forget you, it's not working. And like I said, you're living rent-free in their head. I haven't felt this way about anyone else. Uncharted territory, because you are rent-free in their head, and they've tried to run away, they've tried to walk away, they've tried to do a lot of different things, and they haven't been able to get past you. Let's see if we have any more messages from this deck, and then we'll get into where we are and some advice. Okay, so Spirit, anything else you want to tell us? Any other messages that want to come out? Okay, and I still want you. I'm fighting my feelings, and we've seen this a lot. I have to focus on my money and financial stability. So work is a issue for a lot of people. Good morning, Shannon. So a lot of the divine masculines are heavy into the work, and you know what? Honestly, a lot of divine feminines that I've spoken to are heavily into their financial issues, trying to gain stability, because you know what? The divine has intervened and stopped everything to get the divine feminines to heal. Most of the divine feminines have been avoiding it, and as they've been avoiding it, the divine says, okay, you're not going to listen the easy way, we're going to do this the hard way. And so a lot of the divine feminines have been isolated from work and anything else so that they can move on to healing, because the divine wants what the divine wants in divine time. So let's get a couple more cards and see what else we have here. Anything else you want to give us on this connection today, Spirit? And okay, so we've got a few cards that came out here, right? And the one front and center, right? And this is smack dab for the divine feminines. You're controlling, right? Your need to know, your need to find out, your need to control the situation, and that's what caused a lot of this as well. It's not only just the divine masculine's toxicity, it's your codependency, your need to control, your fear of what could happen, what will happen. Oh my God, I'm losing this person. This person is so good for me, but yet I'm losing it. And that controlling is what causes separation, right? It's one of the causes, because the divine feminine as well as the divine masculine, it takes two to tango. You both need to heal. And again, that's why most of them are getting siloed, right? It's the insecurity. That's what's causing that controlling behavior. And you have to go within and heal. You have to find that self-worth. You have to realize that if you don't love yourself and you're not comfortable being by yourself, and I know a lot of divine feminines that are struggling with this right now, they just have to find another man. They just want to manifest a soulmate, and guess what? You're not going to. You're going to wind up finding the same problem over and over again. You're not going to be happy with that person because the energetics are just not the same. So you can't run away. You just have to allow, and that allowing is the hardest thing in the world. And Spirit's going to slam you down. You could try dating all you want, and guess what? He's going to slam you down, or her, until you go in and realize that if you're not comfortable being alone by yourself, you're not happy going out by yourself, you can't have fun by yourself, with yourself, and you're not getting another person in, because that just feeds your codependency, and that is not going to be happening to anybody. And pay what you owe, right? Karma. I'm not a big karma fan, to be honest with you. I think that's just a program putting in there, but you do have to heal, right? And so that cycle is about healing. It's something that, we are doing. And how do we heal? We look at what's reflected out to us, because we're creating our own reality. And so what we do is we subconsciously create the event that causes the trauma over and over again for us to come up with a different solution. Unfortunately, most of us come up with the same solution over and over again, and we go nowhere. And so, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So you have to get inside yourself. You have to understand your emotions, and then you have to truly heal them. Okay, with that, let's get some advice from our higher self, and boom, I didn't even do one shuffle, and pow, it came right out. Recognize despair is an opportunity, right? And this is what I'm telling you here, right? With all these things, it's that despair, right? That despair of trying to find that new person because, that twin flame is so toxic. Oh my God, it's so horrible. I can't take it anymore. Can't take the roller coaster ride. So I'm just going to manifest me a soulmate. I'm going to manifest me something that brings me happiness. And you know what? Spirit's like, sure, go right ahead. But at one point, you're going to get thrown into despair. And that despair is going to be what's going to trigger you finally into realizing that, hey, wait a second, why am I choosing the same thing over and over again? Why am I behaving the same way over and over again? And then finally, the light bulb pops, right? And so if you notice, and I'm going to pull this card up so we can see it, right? You notice how dark it is, but even in that darkness, you see where my finger is? You see that light coming in? And that light coming in is that new path, that new idea, that path that you closed the door to, and that's why it's dark, because the curtains are closed, the windows are closed, everything is closed, but that light is going to shine, and it's going to be dim as hell, but you're going to have to find it. You're going to have to find that other choice. And that's what your higher self, divine feminine. So just remember, divine feminine can be a man. If you're watching this, this is your energy. You're divine feminine, because divine feminine is the only one that cares about the connection in the way. They want to find out more about what's going on. And so if you're a man and you're watching it, guess what? You got divine feminine energy, and it doesn't mean that you're effeminate. It doesn't mean you're not a man's man. And it doesn't mean you're a same-sex person. You are just the energy of attraction and creation, and that's what divine feminine is. So with that, let's see where we are in this journey. What part of the journey are we at? Because this is a twin flame connection again, and Spirit's saying we're at the electric creative expression, right? So we need to get into our creativity. For the divine feminines, that's also moving and healing your masculine energy, because the electric's the masculine energy. And then you have the high priest, personal empowerment, right? Get connected more to yourself and to spirit. 99 and 55 are numbers that you may be seeing, or any combination of 555, 5555, 99999. Any of those combinations is a good indication of this is meant for you, this reading. And so let's look at timing on this particular connection. And just remember, you'll see timing change over each read. Sometimes it's for the same collective, sometimes for a different one, because I channel for a lot of people here who watch this. And so what you want to do is take the clues and what you see in the cards. Does that my story for today? And it is. Those energies always do change, but there are some different timelines for different people. And as you move timelines, your timelines are going to adjust as well. And how do you move timelines? It's called healing, right? The more you heal, the more your timelines move. The less you heal, the more your timelines move the other way, which is they get longer and longer because you're not addressing it. You're repeating the cycle. Right. So with that, Spirit, where are we tracking on this connection here? The one where we're going to get a conversation, the bonding, the soulmate, that wonderful love, true love. Can you give us a timing on that? Spirit, that's way too many. I will not even look at those. Give me 2 cards. There we go. So for some of you, it's not worth waiting for, right? And we spoke about this in the back end of this, where it is most likely a false twin flame. And why you have that, again, it's that cycle, as it shows here, cycle of karma, which I don't believe. It just means you are not facing yourself, you're not going within, and you're not healing. In order to get this moving forward, to get the proper person in place, the one with the right energy, the soulmate, the twin flame, the destined connection, divine counterpart, go in and heal, and if you do, within a year. Right? And so that is my read for today, for some of you, this is not going to happen, right? It's not worth waiting for. Why is it not worth waiting for? Because you're investing in the wrong person. And who is that wrong person? You're not investing in yourself, right? You're investing in something outside yourself, and that's why you keep on repeating that cycle. For others who are moving towards the healing, sometime this year. They're not going to be specific because they want it to be a surprise. But with that, that is my reading for today. Please like, follow, share my channel. Donations are greatly appreciated. They're not required. I thank everybody for watching. If you want a personal read, I do them at a fee. And on Thursdays and Mondays, around the same time that where I'm recording this, somewhere between 7:30 and 10 o'clock on Eastern Time, I will be doing a co-hosting live with my friend Susan. She's an amazing card reader, does some Reiki and other healing, and the two of us decided to pair up. We're really good friends in the real world, and we said, hey, let's have a co-host show, and it's a lot of fun. We pull one question per person. And again, same thing, we just ask that you follow the channel. So try to look us up, make sure you have notifications. And for those of you watching on the replay, this does end the read. Shannon, you want to hold on to your partner, but you don't know if it's worth waiting for it. You got to go inwards, and you're going to find out. And the thing is, don't hold on to your partner. What you need to do is you need to hold on to yourself. If your partner's meant to be in your space, into your relationship, into your energy, then that partner will come back in its own time as you do the healing. So your always focus, right, is not on holding on to your partner because you're holding on to an expectation of an outcome. What you want to do is you want to hold on to your healing. In other words, hold on to you, because that's the only thing you're ever going to worry about. Worrying about whether this partner is going to come back is only an energy of lack, and you're going to keep moving into that space of lack. And it's easy for us to say this here from a card reader perspective, but from a personal perspective, it's very hard, right? Is we're all, a lot of divine feminines come in with a huge amount of codependent energy, low self-worth, all sorts of trauma that hold us to thinking that this person is going to save us, going to heal us, it's going to make us happy. No, it's not. The only thing that's going to make you happy is to be happy within yourself. And once you're in that space of not caring whether this person stays, lays, or prays, that's the place you want to be, because it's nice to have a partner, but you don't need it, because you can have fun and you can enjoy your life, as a cat lady, so to speak, right? It doesn't really matter whether you have a partner or not. It's just nice that you do, and that's the energy that you want, because this way, then you have a chance to become equals. Otherwise, you're codependent and you're always in an unbalanced relationship. And with that, I thank everybody for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and keep on working on yourself. And as you work on yourself, that great love will come in, whether it's your current person or whether it's a newer one, which is much better for you. Only you know this in yourself. No card reader can tell you that. So cheers.